calling all musical beings, all singers, musicians, rappers and tap dancers, calling poets, podcasters and people that make interesting mouth noises. Fans over followers, collaboration over competition, love over hate. Tell a friend, tell your mama and tell your cousins too. SongLab Live is back, baby.
My name is Earl Alexander, Prolific Cav Ticket, and we are here at SongLab. And I'm here with another artist, right?
Yeah,
Definitely an artist. Yeah.
Caution in the building.
But I feel like there's more, and I want to hear all about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself and give the people at the same time all the information of where they can find you on the interwebs and all on your socials, and how they can connect with you and find your music and everything that you're doing.
Definitely. So I go by the name as Caushon. You can find me on every single platform. Same name, Caushon, Caushon, Caushon. I'm on, Instagram, same thing, Facebook, Twitter, all the platforms you can find me on. Spotify, iTunes, Titles, Pandora, same name, Caushon on all the platforms.
Dope. Nice.
Born and raised Guyana is my country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. So, hey, tune in. Hey, we showing love. Maisie the Guyana.
It's on already.
Hey. Oh yeah. Yep. We on live, and we're here at SongLab, and I just kind of want to know, before I really get into the personal questions, how are you feeling about the vibe here today? How you feeling
today's my I would say my first time visiting SongLab.
Mhm.
But when I come and I see, I definitely like the atmosphere. You give the ability to, I would say, interact with different artists, producers as well, and so to me, definitely like the vibes. And I like I would say the platform that they're creating for artists can definitely come and I would say give out their talents. Show out what they can do, stuff like the creativity mind. So this is definitely different.
Wow.
Definitely different.
Nice. Do you collaborate with a lot of artists, or do you more just drive your own artistry? Is it just a sole passion of yours that you've been, or because a lot of people, the only reason why I frame it in this way is because a lot of people, I see they draw a lot of strength from their support. Where are you on that scale?
For me, I have a few songs I collab with artists. I would say about 2 of my songs I collab with artists, but I try not to do too much of collabing because of for me, it's like you don't want no one to feel like you taking their creativity, using it, you know what I mean? So if you can get more of your material yourself, I would tell any artist is better. Collabing, there's why some artists charge to do collabing.
Correct.
Because once I don't charge you, whatever you do with it, that's it.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it for the strength, as I said, some people feel like, or some people feel like, hey, I didn't get enough credit. Sometimes you start questioning yourself, like, hey, what do you mean you didn't get enough credit? It's like, I'm lost. Tell me from your perspective, why you feel like you don't have enough credit. So for me, I know there's one thing I take away, because I take feedback from a lot of artists.
Yeah.
When it comes down to collabing, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing at the same time.
And is that anywhere from collaborating on song or even taking because some people now, a lot of artists, I personally don't see any problem taking another person's written work and working with it. As a rapper, I normally don't do that. I write all my verses. I haven't done it, but I've written for other people. And for someone to come in and even comment on my music, I have no problem with it. And to use it to make the best song, I really don't see a problem with making the best music if it's for a project. But in collaboration, do you think collaboration stops at, hey, this is a tip or an advice, or is collaboration fully even that? Like when you're in the studio, if somebody is adding that, is that then collaboration for you? Or
Um, to your question, I would say not more of, you see, when you make the perspective on you don't have a problem somebody um using song to do something great.
Mhm.
But some people now will take that song and the song become more bigger than what you project that it will be.
correct?
Now you start hitting, hey, I need royalty. But
Yeah, I need that.
before, you weren't thinking royalty.
It was never that.
Okay, so that is where the collab problem coming in, because you start off by saying, I'm gonna give you this here for the straight.
Mhm.
And then now the song become more than what it you even thought it would become. Now you want, royalty, you want this, you want that, and then now it have a stain out in that, oh, this person take my work and they didn't give me no credit, or they didn't give me money.
People feel sour
Yeah,
because
so
they
now-
didn't realize the potential in the beginning.
in advance. So now it's making it seems like, this artist now take your stuff and they didn't give you, but you're not saying the truth factor where it's like, hey, I just give you this song here, off the strength.
Yeah,
You understand? And I was never taught to myself that my song will be the #1 hit on the Billboard. No, this person make it millions and millions off of it, and I ain't got nothing off of it.
See,
So that is where, as I said, the collab part coming.
and that's good for artists to hear, because artists need to watch out for their contributions
Yeah.
in music. That is the way that we are looking to all get paid.
Yeah.
Right? Is the creativity that we give in this reality. All right, we want to give you this bit of flavor and this bit of flavor. So we need our just due back from that. And it is something where we here at SongLab want to show the difference by allowing people to work with others, make music, and then also give people back their royalties for their contributions on the songs. We push it out directly how it should be pushed out, do the split sheets how they should be done, and make sure everybody gets their part. And also the producers get their credit, as well as SongLab and the publishing, of course, and the other parts of what we've contributed to make the song done. So we have it to where we're very open and candid about what we do, and we're working to show people the way that really this should be done amongst other artists. So we want to culture we want to create the collaborative culture in Arizona so that it can be done smoothly and there won't be those situations going on where from the jump you say, hey, yeah, I'm on the song, so at least give me, if I got a verse, whatever we figure out, whether it be my writing portion, of course, I'm not gonna get all the beat, but those conversations need to happen between artists, so artists aren't in the back end wondering where is my portion. Those things should be clarified in the beginning. So we do want to educate and help people to see that, but there is that worry, that issue of people just, all right, I'm doing this in the motion of I do this to make music, and then they don't think about how this can potentially really reap benefits in the long run. So you got to watch out for that. He's speaking wisdom and facts. Sounds like you know about that. You've dealt with it a little.
I do a lot of research. Look into a lot of stuff. And when you work with different producers, they give you a lot of pointers on scenarios, that things that could happen, because
Right.
as I said, to you might think you're doing a small little favor.
Yep.
And then that small favor becomes so big that you're asking yourself, like, damn, this person not even like acknowledging that I give them some. Because look, for instance, back in the days when music was music, it had a lot of writers that we never know write songs, but we hearing the artists them singing these songs.
Correct.
And it's now you start hearing the word about writers, like not the artists that write that hit song, it's somebody else write it.
Correct.
But back in the days, people was never really talking about a third party writing a song for an artist. You thought yourself all the time, is that artist write that song?
Correct.
You understand? And because of why it become relevant now is because people now start speaking up because they felt to themselves that they're getting cheated out of the royalty.
Their contribution, yeah.
And what they fail to realize, if you give somebody something and and you're not expecting nothing, now when it gets to a certain level, why are you expecting?
That happens a lot. People see where something is going and they want the benefit of that too.
Yeah.
Especially when a lot of times I think the problem comes when they don't contribute to the outcome. They're not contributing to the outcome. So like if I have an artist that puts his verse on my song and I'm pushing the song.
Yeah.
I paid him for his verse, say.
Yeah.
And then I'm pushing and the song starts to really blow. Me personally, I'm gonna have royalties going to him already from the jump. I mean, I'm working with the artist. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do good business. But as it blows, say it just goes phenomenal, and then they're like, "Look, I ain't got enough. I ain't gonna." Well, look, we agreed on all this in the beginning. That's why it is important to have these conversations. I mean, we can't let disagreements stop us from moving forward and dictating our careers.
True.
We gotta be able to work in a way where we're advancing, no matter who's around us, no matter what's going on. And it seems like you've built up your artistry to really work for you, to keep you in a good position. And it seems like some of the producers have been giving you good advice. You've been really honing into what they've been saying. So tell me about how you came up. Tell me about your career and how you
music,
advanced.
I would say I started out as DJ. I was a DJ, and God rest his soul, with my best friend, Alvin, known as Sydney. He hear my voice and he's like, you ever think about music? And I'm like, it was never on my radar. Like, man, you should try it. And I link up with another friend that does music. When I link up with him, we start working on his music and stuff like that. But we end up meeting into a bumpy road where it's like we can't afford for studio time. So I told him like, hey man, what you think we need to like start our own studio, and you give me some pointers. So we start getting our own studio. And my first song that I record by him was One More, and his dad, one that did the mixing and the mastering, because his dad is very good in engineering.
Around what time did you record that first song?
Pardon me?
Around what time did you?
I would say 2014. So it ended in 2013, 2014. I did One More. It was out. People was definitely liking it, but it wasn't gravitating as heavy to a lot of people because, as I said, I was a upcoming artist, but who heard it, I didn't get nothing but positive feedback from it. So after I end up leaving New York, now I come out to Arizona, and while I was out in Arizona, I go back to school, and I'm like, man, I gotta pick. So I'm like, I have to invest in my own production stuff, and I start investing in getting my own studios, building studios, buying my own camera stuff that I'm going to need, that I'm going to require, and I start working engineering part of music. From being around him and his dad, I started picking up a knowledge of which software is good to record music on.
Yeah.
But as you're doing your research, some of those softwares is not cheap. It's very expensive to get.
Correct.
So, I say, you know what? I'm going to start working with GarageBand. And all my hit songs that I have out there, I record through GarageBand. And a lot of people never thought that GarageBand was that good because, as I said, when I record my first one, I use Cubase.
Okay, so you was using the Steinberg Cubase.
Yeah, so when I do my first song, that was in Cubase. I'm like, damn, this is different. So when I start using GarageBand now, it's like it gives my voice a different sound, because Cubase is like I hear a different sound, and then with GarageBand I hear a different sound, because remember now that is two different entity, that's two different set of software, and they have different set of plugins.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're using a song on Pro Tools and then using a song on Cubase, you're gonna hear the difference no matter what. Feel the difference. Me, that's how comes I start playing around with what software would suit me, and I start liking a GarageBand. Later on, I'm like, okay, GarageBand, I'm gonna go.
Around what time did you come to AZ?
I came to AZ 2016. I moved to AZ when I moved out here. For that first year, I was learning AZ, feeling AZ out, trying to understand AZ. I was trying to understand AZ, the atmosphere, the surrounding, the people. I'm like, oh man. Then when I started doing music, I'm asking myself like, damn, is my music going to be for Arizona people? Because it don't have much, I would say, Caribbean people in Arizona, because most of my songs like Caribbean. But then I start thinking to myself like, you know what, I can't think like that anymore, because if I keep thinking like that, my music not gonna go no way.
Correct.
So I start performing for any crowd, any audience, and most of the audience now is Americans, and the Americans giving me good feedback on the music, and it's like we liking it. And when I perform for, I would say, the white audience, I'm getting way more response comparing to the, I would say, the African American audience, because like some of my songs, them like they definitely liking the beats, the go with it. Yes, and so for me, that's why I said, because if I was in, I would say, New York, will have a higher population of Caribbean people, I think my song would have, most of my song would go farther than what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, in a city where most of the popularity here is Americans, it is very hard for them to, I would say, understand reggae music, especially dancehall reggae music.
Yeah.
Yes, and so with me, that's what I do. I do dancehall music, but it's underneath the category of reggae music. So it's like, oh, it have hip hop, and then it have trap hip hop.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing like reggae. So it have the culture reggae, it was like Bob Marley, and then it have the dancehall reggae, it was like Sean Paul.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, we don't have many artists like that out here in Arizona, but that's a great thing for you.
And that's what I
That's perfect.
That's what I learned, because it's like, because everywhere that I go and perform that have varieties of artists, I always be that one artist, from different from everybody.
That's awesome.
And it's not one time I encountered. I would say I encounter it about, I would say, 10 times since I perform out here, that even when I go and perform, is I'm the only Caribbean artist. I'm the only Caribbean. And I'm like to myself, like, this is good, because it's like I'm about to switch up the atmosphere for everybody.
You're adding, you are our Arizona contribution. Like, you're giving us that, and we don't have it. Thank you for that. That's a gift. That's a gift. You're imparting that to us, and we need that, because we lack that.
That's what I learned. That's what I learned. And as I say, I get to embrace it and love it. Because every time I go, when for you here, you're the only one. Yeah. You're the only one. You're supposed to be like, yes, there's less competition for me. Yeah. Because when you go somewhere, you seen everybody doing hip hop, R&B, hip hop, R&B. Now, when they hear reggae, they be like, oh, okay, the energy about to change. Yeah. So sometimes, even if you yourself go to like an event, right, and it's a either open mic event or it's like Arizona Hip Hop Festival, all you're gonna hear is hip hop after hip hop after hip hop. Yeah. So then when
trap beat after trap beat after.
So when you hear, we have a reggae artist, it's like
make you look.
They're gonna give you like a refreshing something, like, oh man, I want to hear the difference now. Nice. You understand? So that's where I come in with everything, because I perform for the Arizona Hip Hop Festival. I perform at Phoenix South Mountain College. I perform for WY something AZ. I perform in Mesa. I have 2 shows coming up next month.
Awesome.
One is in Phoenix and one is in Avondale.
How can they get tickets to that?
For tickets, definitely you can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. Caushon, Caushon. Message me, DM me, and I'm gonna send you either the link or how you can get the hard copy tickets. Because the producer, the promoter for that event, he have hard copy tickets. Nice. So if you need it, you definitely reach out to me. I can send you his information. You can definitely tap in and get it. Or if you want, when you show up the night of the event, you can get pay the extra thing is extra at the door. I don't know, because I'm not the one who in charge of the fees and stuff. But it called the AZ Retro Party.
AZ Retro Party.
And I will be performing at the AZ Retro Party. So I will be at the Cash nightclub in Phoenix, and I will be at the Whiskey on Wine in Avondale.
Okay.
Yeah. So May 6th and 7th. So it's Friday and the Saturday.
Nice.
The same event, but I have it at 2 different locations.
A Caribbean vibe.
So come outside, turn up with some Caribbean music, and definitely get to know more about Caushon and see the energy that he's bringing. Awesome. Last night I performed at the Pass the Mic event. So I just recovering from that, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna come and see what is this energy here today. So I came here today and definitely liking the whole change and everything what you guys doing, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
And so with that being said, I think that is perfect for just not only setting the tone, but giving people a good intro to you. I know it's redundant, but I just want to get you to please let them know where they can find you and your music. Tell them where they can see you on YouTube, everything. And then also give me a soundbite for SongLab.
Definitely.
SongLab Live.
I'm going to give you one. You can find me on YouTube at Caushon, Caushon Production. You already know how to spell production. I ain't got to say. Caushon Production. Spotify, Caushon. iTunes, Caushon. Tidal, Caushon. Pandora Music, Caushons. Amazon Music, everything I go by Caushon. Instagram, Caushon. TikTok, Caushon Production. So that's all, I go as Caushon on every single platform. Easy to find, not hard to get to. And I'm in here with SongLab, and I'm enjoying the vibes.
Nice. Thank you very much. And thank you for coming, man. You making it better with your presence.
Definitely, man. So I'm going to give SongLab a little bit of, I would say, a sample of Caushon, From you hear the voice, it's Caushon one time. Let me tell them. Nike, fresh out the box, Nike, fresh from my head to my toes. Nike, let go. Nike, no boy can be like me, so me have to let them know me, fresh from my Nike. White tee, blue jeans, every day of the week, me fresh from a Nike. Monday, Nike. Tuesday, Nike. Wednesday, Nike. So I'm in SongLab. Yes. Don't forget for tuning every weekend. They're here.
Nice. Thank you very much, my man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. Yes.
From you hear the voice, it's Caushon. This one goes out to all the mothers.
Yeah. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Thank you. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama, for life. Thank you for being by my side. Thank you. Even when they tell you to turn your back on me, you never let me down. Thank you, mama, always be by my side. Even through the roughest time, you never let me down. Even through the toughest time, you never turn your back on me. So I wanna say thank you, mama, for being by my side. Thank you, mama, for everything that you have done for me. Thank you. Oh back on me. You never turn your back on us. So me wanna say thank you, mom. Thank you, being by my side. I remember the days when we didn't have it. You never make us go without you. You always stand your ground. You hold your crown up. You never do nothing strange to make me feel happy. So you do your thing and you make me feel like I am. I wanna say thank you, mom, for being by my side. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 9 months you carry me from, never let me go. Even when they tell you let me go, you stand your ground. Now I'm strong, I'm standing up. I'm the one that everyone didn't want around. Never give you up, I'll never trade you in. Never turn my back on my mama, that's true. If you ever see me and mama get argued, no, it's just a temporary season. One mama, yep, my mama, I'm a real one. Anytime you see her, just know that's mine, mama, so I wanna tell her thank you, thank you.